last night was crazy. It come through in about an hour. All right, word. It's gonna be a good day. Welcome to my party. I know y'all a little bit confused. I didn't really give y'all a lot of information where you came here, but just know there's only one rule today. Get fucked up. Yeah! Let's go. Oh yeah.
Hey man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm having a good time. It's a big day for you.
Hey, it's a big day for all of us, right?
Can you tell me about the get up? It's a little unorthodox.
All right. It's a little unorthodox. I think you might be right, but check this out. I went to Japan
Yeah.
and I saw this beautiful, right? Beautiful girl. And
In Japan?
In Japan, yeah, man. And so she is talking to me about their culture and the kimonos and blase, right?
Right.
And then so we go back to her spot, right?
Oh.
And after we do, we do a little something, right? A little blase. And once we're done with that, she says, "Here's my kimono."
Whoa, she gave it to you? Do you have a story about that, the shirt?
Nah, my buddy just threw it on me.
Alright.
What kind of stuff are you into? You like movies?
Yeah, so many.
I've been in a few movies in my day.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We're shooting.
Hi.
Thank you for coming to the party, Karishma.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's, yeah.
This is your first time meeting almost everybody here, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Have you had any really good first impressions or anybody that you struck up a conversation with?
Oh, well, it's really quite a group of characters. I guess that's all I can really say.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been drinking tonight?
I think this is rosé. I don't know. My head's feeling kind of funny already. I don't really know what I'm drinking. I'm confused.
Really cool. Yeah. You ever seen a monster?
Excuse me?
Yeah, well, like a monster, you know? You go with your friends in the woods and then you
Yeah.
find a monster,
You know, I
right?
just hold that thought. I'm
Do you want another drink, man?
I want to say for a little bit who I was here. Unfortunately, my friend had taken a different route over there. And she was like, no, I saw it over there.
Yeah.
So we went.
Moderate, huh?
But
Jake, thanks for being here tonight.
No problem.
Is this your first time meeting Martin?
Yeah, it is actually. Heard a lot about him, but yeah, first time meeting him.
Cool. And you're here because you know Sunny, right?
Yeah, Sunny, and I got to meet Andrew recently, and surprisingly, I know Jessica really well, actually. So it's kind of a nice surprise to see her, you know.
Yeah. How did you meet Sunny? And how long have you known him for?
I met Sunny through my friends Ricardo and Eva. They were having a party several years. It's been quite a few years, maybe 6, 7 years, maybe. They were having a party, and Sunny was there with some other friends, and Sunny and I got to be really good friends after that party, and then don't get to hang with him a lot, but once in a while we'll kind of either cross paths or something,
Yeah.
So he's always pretty fun to hang out with.
But
It's a thing. Like I just keep going.
Okay.
what do you do?
Moderate for what? I'm sorry.
Not quite sure how I ended up doing this, but I managed
Regular
to
over at the Ginger Man. Trying to figure out where we know each other.
actually
We swear we've met a few times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
kitchens in Cedar
I know I've
Grove.
met his brother before.
I'm like, no, I'm not making that
But-
commute.
You look really
So we'll
fucking
see.
I actually haven't gotten your name
It's
yet.
pretty
I'm Jason.
challenging.
Jason.
Oh, yeah?
Good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
It's busy. We're horribly understaffed.
shit. Small world.
And
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm the only person over 18 on the staff.
see like a lot of film
I've
stuff
got,
yourself?
Yeah, I enjoy
I've got
watching them.
mostly senior.
Are you a big fan of horror?
I love horror, especially a lot of 70s, 80s horror.
Yeah.
Love all that stuff for sure. So a friend of mine actually gave me this shirt, and it was a very nice present to have. So
Do you have like a philosophical appreciation of the genre? Because I feel like some horror is like really trying to say something about the human condition, and some horror is just kind of fucking gore.
I think a lot of horror I think it's more just kind of like you said, you can do so much with it. I think like a lot of 70s and 80s horror, I think because there were a lot of themes that people were willing to explore. And I don't think you always have to reinvent the wheel, but you can still add your own touch to something. I think some people try to kind of reinvent, or to kind of, I know people like make horror a lot of really goofy now, which is cool, but you can still make a good horror movie if you really kind of put your mind to it.
I write some with some friends.
Watch. Right.
Promises,
Right.
So I've got a
let's go look at
screenwriter
this college this weekend
partner
season.
that we,
and
Everyone's
I've
asking
got,
about.
yeah.
Oh my god, you're on
I'm
this
going.
episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
This was
Gene
How-
told me about this thing. So
How many scripts have you written at this point?
Well,
I let him do most of the work.
One of my
I just like
17-year-olds living by herself.
Did you get permission to vape in the house?
No one's told me that I can't yet. I can't. It's sorry. It's an instinctual thing. I don't quite.
Do you remember the first time you vaped?
Yeah, I've written a couple scripts.
There are
Like
15
there was this
flavors of
fucking
vape.
horror screenplay, that I wrote. That's very much
But right
kind of
now, I
like
just wanna burn the whole place
trying to
down.
talk about
have you had nominated?
how
I
white
have.
privilege
Ours is
kind of
better.
works or whatever. Like the main villain is like
They're shot on stuff
he's.
So white privilege horror?
White privilege is horror.
Isn't that just horror?
Well, yeah,
I know,
no, that's
exactly.
what I mean. It's like, so the whole script was coming from, like, very much in, like, a Get Out space where it's just, like, they're very much using his, they're more using his body rather than his mind or ideas or whatever, and how it was kind of neat and cannon fodder or whatever, but then, like, one, I got very bad feedback from it. Two, when I look over it, it's just like, this feels kind of tasteless. So I feel like I need to rework it a little bit. It's just because it's something that I kind of wrestle with sometimes, where it's just like, where does my privilege start and end? And I feel like that is something that is worth talking about at some point, where it's like, what level of society everyone is at, where white privilege affects them or whichever, or how much is it actually devoted to like class or institutions or stuff like that. It's not something that I'm super happy with.
Hey y'all, the food is here.
Very fucking happy with how much that's turning out, Sorry, excuse me.
She was on Garmin right back.
See that over there? Oh, never mind. You like that?
More fried chicken, different fried chicken.
You like that? You like that, you piece of shit?
God, you dumb motherfucker!
I didn't know there was a limit.
I'm gonna be a stereotype at fried chicken.
And I will not get home until
A lot of single dudes in their 30s.
All right.
Sold now.
Sold.
The run club I go to, there's like 20 new people, 5 to 20 new people every week. Every week. 5 to 10, really.
Plans.
Oh, yeah.
Sad dads. It's perfect. I'm really selling it.
Man, it sounds like you need 4 abortions.
Probably been talking a lot. Because I know we always
A little late for
You're
that.
only
they do
allowed
really late at night, or I go on Friday for happy hours a lot. 17 minutes.
Oh, hours?
You only had 408 hours between 17 medical conditions.
Wow.
Time off.
I mean, so that part's legit. Like the kid situation, the medical condition, that part's legit, right?
It is because you turn in a document that your doctor completes, but they complete it based on what you want done. So it's like if you want to call out 5 times a week for 2 hours a day, they'll write that in there. Or if you want to call it every Monday or Friday, that's why they call FMLA the Family Medical Leave Act.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have like some alternative.
Right? Well, or they call it, no, they call it Friday Mondays. Friday Mondays. But I didn't want to, yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Muscle in your tit in your
It's
sleep by
important.
accident.
But I'm trying to make good money out of
480
it.
hours is roughly one.
Yeah, just
hours a year is what you work, so that's basically
Yeah.
1 and a quarter day.
I mean, I
Yeah.
go to race up like 3 times in the past
Basically.
year.
Sometimes, you need to get therapy. If you were in a car accident, you need to get, go to physical
But you were
therapy.
saying some people abuse the system.
Yes, they do. For instance, it's like, hey, I just got diagnosed as diabetic, and my medicine makes me too sleepy to come in on time. I want to come in an hour late every day.
Oh, just call in dead.
I'm like, well, why don't you change your hours to 9 to 6? And they don't consider any of that. They just
They
say,
don't consider and they don't want to consider.
it doesn't come to their mind to think of how do I rearrange my schedule.
The time off is unpaid, right?
It's unpaid.
It's unpaid,
but
but
it's
your job is
your job and your insurance.
Yeah.
However, if you have time off in your leave banks,
Oh, I mean, they can take vacation.
yeah.
If they can just take vacation, they don't have to do FMLA, right?
No, they do because you're.
I know.
They do because they're missing work frequently, and they need to be able to protect their time calling out, whether it be a breathing treatment or whatever. But an ice cream shop is much more interesting.
Yo, Breeze.
Still want to burn
What's
the
up?
whole place down.
What are you doing?
What's it new?
Can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
Do you ever...
I think my biggest challenge.
Has anyone ever told you that you
My whole staff.
just have this like presence that is
Not yet. You want a job?
makes people uncomfortable because of how fine
My
you
first
are?
job was at TCBY.
Has anyone ever told you that?
When I was a
No?
Have you ever heard about the yogurt shop?
That is exactly
They have new developments on it now.
how I feel right now.
Okay, you're gonna have to fill me in because this is what freaks me out as a manager. So this
me know.
is back. I want to say the mid '80s. There was a yogurt shop.
It was
up on
91.
Thank you.
91, yeah.
91. We got the backup expert here. So there's a frozen yogurt shop. I want to say it's. I can't believe it's yogurt or something like that. You got.
Anderson Lane.
Oh, you've got a couple of 16-year-olds and a couple of their 15-year-old friends hanging out, closing the shop. And there are some dudes hanging around right when they're closing. And whatever goes down, they rape the girls and they burn the whole place down.
It's actually really fucking sad.
This is in Austin.
It's in Austin, and the reason
Probably
I know
like
this
2
is-
miles from my shop.
This is the worst possible news.
And the reason why I know all of it is I moved to Austin in November, July of '92, and it happened November of '91. So it was still like
It was still
coverage.
fresh.
It was pretty fresh. Yeah.
No, they raped and mutilated the girls and burned the whole building down, and it's still an ongoing investigation all these years later. And so I think about that every time.
Okay, let's talk about something funny. This is too
Something
depressing.
funny?
Yeah, this is too depressing for me. Did anyone see any live comedy they've liked recently? I went and saw David Spade recently.
He's not dead yet?
He's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
How do you think that the party's going so far?
It's going fun. We're all having a good time.
And this is your first time meeting Martin, right?
Yes, it is.
He was there that night when we went
No, he was not.
bar hopping.
No. What I love is no one's going hungry and no one's going thirsty here.
How's everything going with Sonny? Is he trying to get you more involved in the movies?
No, he's not. He invited me to come over to hang out. So.
Oh, you didn't know that this was...
No, he did say that I was welcome to come hang out. And so I hadn't seen him all week. So it was a good opportunity to come visit.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Skin cream. Ask him about skin cream. He's going to know. Maybe it's okay if he knows. Can't know. He wouldn't understand. Everybody saw it. Everybody definitely saw when I touched his head. Maybe I should just tell him. He won't understand. We knew each other for so long, but he won't understand. It's like a mango that I just want to peel, but it's like it's already peeled. It's just there. It's just not fair, really. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's why I can't stop thinking about it and looking at it and wanting to just I just want to stroke it and take care of it? No. I need to tell him. I'm gonna tell him. My mind is made. I'm gonna tell him.
Grandma died of lung cancer, but it just spiraled out from there. So I'm just kind of like,
Spiraled.
I just kept doing it,
Yeah.
and before I knew it, I just kept. I spent like $100 on this shit, right? Like $100 a month. You know how fucking absurd that is? You know how fucking absurd it is to buy coils and juice and all of this fucking shit? You know how absurd it is? But I did it. I'm just like, why? Again, my grandma died of lung cancer.
Yeah.
Why am I fucking... But hey, it's whatever. It's, there's this passage I'm trying to find in this thing.
What's the passage like?
It describes, like... I don't know how it 100% goes, but it's like this guy is gathering all these other queer people before the peak of the Stonewall riots. His name is John Rishi, and he's talking about like how all these guys are going down on him under this tree, and then he walks out into the rain to just like cleanse himself of something. But it wasn't like one of those like self-hating gay hate shit, you know what I mean? It was more just like, oh my god, it was more just like, I feel like I've got a target under my back, on my back rather, And I don't know. It's a weird passage, which is like typical gay sex worker shit. It sounds cliche, but at the same time, the prose that was used there really. It really fucking hit me.
But he's trapped in a chocolate factory. Has to compete with other children.
Free Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory.
So that's like that. Creature from the. Oh, I'm gonna know all these movies. I'm gonna know the
Does it bother you at all that Zach has been vaping inside?
No, I don't care about that stuff. I mean, I'm a cigarette smoker, so it's oxygen to my lungs, man.
Yeah. Do you know everybody here tonight, or are you meeting anybody for the first time?
Yeah, I know 90% of the people, 10% that came in, they're awesome as shit. I'm glad they showed up to help out with the film.
Yeah. Who is new?
Jean, the other camera woman, I don't remember her name. She did a great job, by the way. And then the food guy. Who doesn't love the food guy, you know?
Yeah, so how do you think the party's going so far?
It's going good, you know? I think we're a little bit tipsy. I think everybody's having a good time. Music's good. People are fun. Drinks are cold. What more do you want in life? Seriously.
Yeah, and you're associate director on this, right?
Assistant director. And if I seem frustrated, it's because I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. Just holding the camera, telling people to do what Marty's telling me to do. I'm totally in the dark, man, but I'm excited to see what comes out of it. But it's weird not knowing what's going on when you're a director. Assistant director.
Yeah. So Martin's filming a movie?
Yeah. I don't know the title. Do you know the title?
The first Candyman in the theater with my dad and my brother, and I think I was 10. And it was one of those that, it didn't scare me at the theater, but it was a weird kind of slow burn for some reason. It kind of got me in the weird feels later on. It's interesting. I think horror can catch you like that too, you know, if it's done right like that, you know.
Right, like later on.
Yeah.
Something clicks.
It hits the psychological feels, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Why in the fuck are you here? Get out.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I need to make arrangements to collect all her gear. We've got 2 monitors, we've got laptops, we've got.
I was like,
They're advertising.
I got it. Cool. Got it.
That's my checkout.
Yes.
I walk with.
Yeah.
What would you find struggling in your business?
Okay, I mean, that's fine.
Besides staffing?
Usually, yeah, staffing is a big one.
Like a mango.
Myself in the office these days because we're 100% remote where we want to be. And so I get there like 10. Yes. And then I'm one of 5 people there. So
I can't stop thinking about it.
Shift I've ever worked.
Looking at it, wanting to just.
Hey! You having a good time?
yeah.
You guys remember rule number 1?
No?
Rule number 1: we about to get fucked up.
Sorry.
We about to get fucked up. Let's take a shot.
Like, this is one of the few gay books I actually own, which I feel weird saying gay book. It's like one of the few LGBTQ plus books that I own, which sounds weird coming out of me because I am pansexual. But outside of a lot of movies I've seen, I feel like I just need to catch up on my gay history. Like, I don't know this shit, even though I've heard and watched and read so many articles on the internet about the struggle and how bad it was, you know. And I just feel weird not knowing it in a time where it's like much more accepted. But because I don't have that frame of reference for all that trauma, because I didn't endure any of that trauma for that reason, I just feel callous sometimes, you know.
like Scoob. I've really been trying, man. Trying getting back out there. Really trying to make friends. Been hitting the Scooby Snacks real hard lately. Scooby Snacks? It's not the same without you, pal. Solving mysteries back in the day. It's been tough without you, buddy. Time to move on, Reggie. I know. Really been trying. Reggie, you're my best friend. Get back out there and have some fun. Like Scoob. I'll do that for you, buddy. Scoob? Scoob? Like Scoob? Are you there, buddy?
Thank you for coming to the party.
Of course.
How long have you known Martin for?
Martin, probably about a month.
Wow.
Yeah, a month.
So everybody else here was new to you, right?
Definitely.
Have you made any first impressions that like really stuck out?
Have I made any first impressions?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Well, how do you think the party's going so far?
Really? What?
Very interesting, to say the least.
Interesting. What do you think about rule number 1?
Rule number 1, that is get fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's the rule to every party, isn't it?
Alright, thanks for talking to me, Bree.
Of course.
Martin, how do you feel that the party's going?
Who's Martin?
What?
Oh man, just.
No! No! Fuck!
other and who we wanna be, but we live in fairy tales.
What's the Margaret Atwood quote? Men are afraid that women will laugh at them, women are afraid that men will kill them.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Wanna cry, wanna die, wanna run away, wanna lie, wanna try, put the gun away, amplify what I'm gonna say. Lord knows what it takes to get through the day. Wanna cry, wanna die, wanna run away, wanna lie, wanna try, put the gun away, amplify what I'm gonna say. If I go, let me know if there's a soul to take. If I go, let me know if there's a soul to take.
Oh, hi, I'm Gene.
I'm Jason.
Gene and Jason. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't remember those.
So, I kind of have something that I really need to say to you, Jason.
Oh.
So, think of it. I think you'll see this as a compliment, but your head, dude. It's great.
What's inside of it? His brain?
No, just the outside.
Just my head.
Yeah, mostly from here up. Just, can I touch it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
I have no further questions. Thank you guys.
Fairy tale. Fairy tale.